bunny ears.
Becca is our daughter. She is 20, just turned 20.
Daddy's girl.
She is daddy's girl, big time. But you're my daughter too.
No, only dad.
Only dad.
She is a very spunky personality. She keeps everyone laughing all the time.
She is kind of the center of everything. Every room she walks into, she kind of takes it over.
Becca has Down syndrome and autism. She's now 20 years old, graduated from high school, and living her best life.
She loves unicorns. She loves the color pink. She loves writing letters, and she loves her stuffed dog. She takes the stuffed dog everywhere she goes.
I named Colby.
When Becca was born, it was a very high-risk pregnancy. I had been in the hospital, and we ended up having to induce a month early. So we were very concerned that she survive. And when she was born, it was such a relief. And I remember them handing her to me. And I had two thoughts simultaneously. I thought, she's alive and she has Down syndrome. Later on, they took her away for some checkups. And I remember telling Glenn I was a little annoyed that the nurses and doctors hadn't said anything about how she clearly had Down syndrome. And he thought I was crazy. What was I talking about?
Yeah, I definitely didn't see what she was seeing. And it was a couple weeks of sort of being on pins and needles, waiting to find out the news.
Well, for him, I was like, psh, yeah, I just knew. We were just so happy that she had survived and that we got to bring her home.
But right from the start, her growth and development were quite below not only kids without Down syndrome, but kids who do have Down syndrome.
She had some feeding problems that were less typical of Down syndrome.
Her early development was very slow. She never crawled, and she didn't take her first steps until she was almost 4.
She was not having it. There was no pushing her. She was going to do things in her own time, on her own schedule, and we were just going to have to be patient.
When she did take that first step, it was like
such a big deal.
A party in our house. Becca had some quirks about her when she was younger. She loved to hoard things, hide them, stash them. We would find food stashed in the weirdest places.
And if people came to our house, sometimes she would like steal their shoes, and we would find it like stashed in the shower or behind the bookshelf. She got diagnosed with OCD, and then eventually we actually got an autism diagnosis for her. So she was, different than our other kids. When Becca was 10, 2 days before Halloween, we got a call from my family doctor, and she let us know that during some just routine blood work, they had noticed something unusual in Becca's blood, and she told me that they strongly suspected it was leukemia. And just in the space of a few hours, we went from, normal life to everything stopping. By the time, Halloween rolled around 2 days later, she was so sick that she couldn't get out of bed, and it was really terrifying. It hit so fast and so out of the blue. And the next 2.5 years, our whole life was dedicated to keeping Becca alive.
In over 2.5 years, she developed pretty much every horrible complication that was on the menu.
Yeah.
Treatment was completely successful. She's now been cancer-free for 7 years. So yeah, it was a period in our life that was very difficult, but things have definitely looked up since then.
And Becca is tough. That same stubborn streak that makes her sometimes hard to handle behavior-wise made her just a little fighter. She works so hard just to get through the day, and she doesn't let anything stop her.
Through the years, Becca has been involved in a number of programs at DSRF. She did some one-to-one reading instruction. She's a regular every summer at the summer camps. And she's also done the improv class.
She even loves yoga despite falling asleep most of the time. She does yoga. DSRF is just full of people that really enjoyed Becca.
She's loved and appreciated for who she is. We don't have to explain her. We don't have to apologize for her. She just gets to be herself, and that's enough.
Yeah.
And the fact that the DSRF staff have such a wide range of expertise and experience. There are people who specialize in working with kids who have Down syndrome and autism. There are people who specialize in working with kids that have extreme behaviors, and they've given us so much great advice that we've been able to take home and implement.
Which really helps us with a dream for Becca where she has a happy life, where she has a meaningful way of being in the world. And that was so important for us.
We absolutely recommend DSRF to every Down syndrome family, both locally and in other parts of the country. DSRF offers services online now, so there are a lot of people who are taking therapies and stuff through Zoom. There's also so many great resources, whether it's magazines, podcasts, videos that benefit families so much.
DSRF, in our case, is an even bigger resource for us than it has been for Becca. It's helped us find our way.
So now she's an adult and she's really living her best life, and we're very excited to see what's next for her.
I'm a good baby.
She is such a force of nature. We're so proud of her.